I think everyone should be able to be nude when they want to be.
This is not sexual, it's just function.
It's just a human body.
If children are using change rooms, they probably should be supervised by their parents.
At Terrigal Surf Lifesaving Club, new signs have gone up. No nudity in change rooms, shower in your swimming costumes, change with a towel around you. If you are caught breaching this rule, you will be called before the club's disciplinary committee. And that's exactly what happened to Nada.
They didn't let me know how I broke the policy. I still don't know what I did. It was so ambiguous.
After receiving that warning, Nada felt she had no option but to end her surf club membership.
I'm also a child protection caseworker, and I can't afford to have something like that on my record.
Nada and Wendy are friends and ocean swimmers. They're also a bit baffled by this new policy.
I'm a member of the surf club because I swim through the year and I can have a hot shower in there. Very often we get sand and we get seaweed and all sorts of things in our swimmers. You really do need to take them off properly and have a good shower off before you go to work.
One of the members associated with the board said, when I go down and use the toilets, I don't want to see a bunch of vaginas in my face. I was a little shocked when I heard that. I've been using change rooms for over 40 years. I've never ever seen a vagina. So...
For its part, Terrigal Surf Lifesaving Club says the new rule is all about protecting children.
A lot of the younger members were feeling uncomfortable and intimidated where there would be older, more mature gentlemen in there naked having showers. And because the club received that complaint, they wanted to do everything possible.
It says the measure is an interpretation of Surf Lifesaving Australia's child safe policy, although there's no explicit rule banning nudity in change rooms.
Obviously, the club itself won't be putting guards in the shower cubicles or the change room. If the club did receive any complaints from other members, the club would have well rights to take action against any of those members.
The policy is implying that we're doing something sexual by getting changed, by showering, getting changed and getting dressed. It's implying that we're doing something wrong, and we're just not.
There's also another practical question. How are you supposed to get changed if you're not allowed to take your cozies off?
Do it outside with a towel wrapped around and just pull the undies up underneath.
Or next to the car with the doors open.
Depends how fast I want to get in the ocean.
Wendy is also worried about the message this new policy sends to people about their bodies.
I'm 59 years old and I feel better than I've ever felt in my life about my nude body. And I think it's really good for young women in particular to see women of all shapes and sizes and all ages being nude in the change room, feeling comfortable with their bodies. And to turn that around feels like such a backward step.
Here, Wendy. Way to
Absolutely.
make change rooms feel like a safe space. What the?
I can totally understand how if they receive a complaint about kids feeling intimidated that they would want to act on that in some way. But why isn't it that they're focusing on, individual acts instead of changing an entire policy that has nothing to do with being sexual?
Well, don't you think, though, that the implication of this is that any nudity, any body part that's on display is somehow sexual?
Yeah. Well, that's what I guess that they think it means. But I totally disagree.
I agree with the point Wendy made, though, about the sand. You do need to get it out. And,
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, when you're wearing suggos, it gets caught. And it's important to remove it.
I think you can solve that, Hamish, if you swum nude, you see.
This
and
is
then
true.
There'll be nothing for the sand to get caught in.
No, but I do think there are actual laws against that. Not nonsense ones by the bloke at the Terrigal
And
Surf
Michael,
Club.
we've asked you to stop asking Hamish to swim.
We've all seen the promo of what was he doing underneath the water.